Good evening everyone, welcome on board. Just getting things ready to go for some flying around Leeds Bradford. Really nice evening out today, and yeah, to be honest, just going out for a little fly to have a look around and also check my volume levels, because in my previous video the microphone was a little bit quiet. So yeah, let's get out to the runway and go flying. No weather or no ground wind or VIII or anything like that, so nice clear skies, and yeah, let's get on the way. So what I'm planning to do is just taxi out to the runway, take off, fly straight ahead, fly a right hand circuit, bring it down, might do a touch and go, and yeah, just see how it goes really. That's really cool. I like that in X-Plane that they model cars as well. Looks really great when you're up in there. Hopefully now that the sun's starting to set, you'll be able to really get a feel for that, how it looks. Right, I need to pay attention to where I'm going, because I haven't got a taxi chart open, but yeah, this is the right way. So I'm pretty new to X-Plane. I only picked it up a few weeks ago, and purely for this aircraft, the IXEG 737. Really love it. I've spent a lot of time flying the PMDG 737 NGX, and that is a great aircraft. But you know, this one just sounds great, and looks really cool too. So as the windsock suggests, it's nice calm conditions here. Literally just going to taxi off here, bring it round, and then take off. If you are tuned in, I'm on chat, so feel free to drop me a message. If I don't reply straight away, it's because I'm doing something in the sim. That's pretty cool, I like that. Oops, gone too far, never mind. What we'll do, we'll come off here. And then go back round. Plenty of runway to take off with. Probably going a little bit too fast there, but hey. Right, let's get lined up and get this aircraft ready for takeoff. Okay, so it looks like we're good to go. Just do the before takeoff checklist. flaps, 5 green lights, stab trim, whoops, we want 3.4 units, there we go, cabin call given, and transponder TARA, which is set. So, right, I'm going to take off, fly straight ahead, and make a right hand turn. Just keep it at 3,000 feet. I'll probably engage the autopilot and then bring it back round for a landing at Leeds Bradford. Might do a touch and go, see how it goes, and hopefully you'll be able to see you know, some of the scenery and some cool lighting. So right, let's do it. So I'm looking for 40% M1. And then set takeoff power. Right, not sure what that just was. Try again. Ah dear. Right, what is that? No idea why that alarm's on, but let's just go with it. That's 80 knots. V1, rotate. And off goes the annoying alarm. Positive climb, gear up. Nice. So take heading select and just bug up and bring the nose down. Already at 3,000 feet. Gonna keep it at flaps 5 for now. Speed 180 knots. That looks really cool. This is what I really like about X-Plane, that the lighting is just really, really nice. And I'm using this this thing here, Real Terra Haze, and that's really, really nice for playing with the lighting settings. You can go like completely over the top, like that. That looks ridiculous. Although in fog, that would look quite realistic. But that's kind of more for now. Let's stick it on autopilot and just have a little look around. This is really neat as well, the way the cars are modelled. You see they've got headlights and brake lights. Such a nice touch. Bit funny when they go around the roundabout, but hey. So yeah, I'm not going to play around with this too much, but you can do lots of different light settings to play around with the lights and their intensity. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's take it downwind. What I'm really enjoying about X-Plane as well is the flight dynamics. Really nice and smooth, but also, you know, when it's windy it can catch you out. Wow, that looks so cool. So cool. Look at all those lights. So yeah, the flight dynamics I've found to be really good. I was doing some flying the other day and just lifted off from the runway. There's a tiny little gust and it caught the tail, and I really had to correct the pitch of the aircraft and the roll very, very quickly. And just keeps you on your toes really. That's not to say that you can't do that or simulate that in FSX and Prepared, but I've just found it to be noticeably different in X-Plane. That's pretty cool. Police car. You know, some people are probably watching this thinking, well, yeah, that's what X-Plane's like, but it's new to me. I'm just loving it. and also, I'm finding that I can push my system really hard in Prepared. I use the professional version. Not that it makes any difference, but got quite a lot of add-ons, lots of textures, meshes, that sort of stuff, and I really have to dial down the settings so I don't get an out of memory error. And at the moment I'm doing a live stream from the same PC as I'm running X-Plane on. I've not really turned down many of the sliders and I'm running it quite hard, and it just looks nice. Looks really good. Have to mention to people who are maybe considering buying X-Plane, what you're seeing isn't entirely stock. So the clouds are by SkyMax, this mesh and texture is by Pilot X, and freeware, that is. The clouds cost some money, and I've not got it on at the moment, but I've got Real Weather Connector as well to populate these clouds. And that lens flare as well is part of SkyMax Pro. That's a really nice touch. So there's Leeds Bradford. Bring the aircraft back round in a minute and come in for a landing. And yeah, the cars as well that are going around. X-Plane does model that, but you'll see the headlights are on. I've got an extra plug-in, I think that's what you call it, so that they have beams on them as well, so late at night you can actually see the headlight beams, which is a nice touch as well. Other than that, yeah, I think that's everything. I've got some extra plugins for when we're on the ground, ground handling by Jar Design, so you can like simulate catering trucks and fuel trucks coming up to the aircraft, just like you would with I forget the name of it now. You know, it's been so long since I've flown Prepared. I'm just loving this sim. Okay, going to just fly out a little bit further, and then this point here, which is on the approach, it's about 10 nautical miles out, but we need to be at 2,600 feet there. Might get a nice sunset in a minute, that'd be cool. Let's start getting ready for landing. In fact, I'll go manual braking. Do a flaps 40 landing, and we're all set up for the ILS runway 14. Really nice. You know, it's not quite kind of Rex texture quality, but I suppose if you think about when you fly, how long do you actually spend looking at this? Because when you take off, you're looking at the instruments, you're looking straight ahead, and then if you're like me and fly a lot in the UK, you're usually in the clouds by a few thousand feet, and then you can't see the ground. So this is a little bit different because we're flying circuits, but I suppose when you fly to Spain or Greece or America, I don't know, you might spend a little bit more time flying below the clouds, but I think this looks great, really. And seeing as it's free, it's so good. Right, let's bring the aircraft around now for base leg. I think we're high enough. That sky looks amazing. I think we'll keep it at 3,000 feet. Try and intercept the localizer before the glide. Now you can see the airport over there, Leeds Bradford. No particular reason for picking Leeds other than I was doing some flying in this aircraft in the Jet 2 livery, and they operate out of Leeds Bradford. And also there's a pretty cool drop off in the runway as well, so when you use a lot of the runway you just see the ground disappear. It's pretty cool. So we're going to turn to intercept the localizer in just a minute. Whoops, too busy looking out the window and we've overshot. Brilliant. It's okay though, about 13 nautical miles from the field, so plenty of time to sort that out. I'll be honest, it's been happening a lot recently. Just been spending a lot of time looking out the window in X-Plane. Okay, there's the field there. Okay, we should intercept that nicely now. So let's go gear down. Flaps 15. Arm speed brakes. And look at the landing checklist. So cabin call, won't worry about that. Engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake is armed, landing gear is down, flaps 15. Just wait for the flaps then. So we can engage approach mode now. Bring the speed back. And there's the glide path coming down now. So let's go flaps 30. A little bit too fast there. VREF is 126, 40 degrees of flap. Probably should have slowed down a little bit sooner. So let's go flaps 40. And that's flaps 40, 40 green light. Landing checklist complete. Okay, so a visual of the runway. Let's let's do it visual. Autopilot disconnect. A little bit high. Still a little bit high. Landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nice. I think we should go around again. Okay, so let's get the aircraft ready to go again. Flaps 5. Hopefully we won't get this alarm again. Okay, let's go and line up again. Right, let's see if I can actually do this properly this time instead of overshooting. Love the little sounds in the background, all the rumbling you can hear, nose wheel going over the lights. It just adds to that realism. And that's what it's all about. If you're buying this sort of aircraft, you know, you're doing it because, or you're buying it because you want to fly like they do in the real world. Okay, let's line up and then I can just do the rest of the FMC stuff. Okay, that'll do. Yep, that's good. Right, trim's going to be 3.4. 2 tons of fuel, that'll do. So V2 134. So it's going to be straight ahead, heading 140, climb to 3,000 feet, bring it back round to the right again, and in for another landing. Let's just put some details in. 14. We're not going to fly this route, but that's fine. And arrival will be, yeah. So, before takeoff checklist then, flaps 5 planned, 5 green light, stab trim 3.4 units, cabin call given, and transponder is TARA. Good. Taxi light off, landing lights on, strobe on, can turn the logo light on now. Nice. Okay, let's go. Hopefully the alarm's not going to go off. We'll see. Looking for 40% M1 and takeoff power. Let's do it again. Not entirely sure what that is. Oh well. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. So yeah, like I said, really the purpose of this flight was just for me to set my mic level actually, because I did a live stream the other day and went really well, flying into Gatwick from Manchester, and my microphone was just too quiet, so you could hear air traffic control very loud, you could just about hear the aircraft properly, but you couldn't hear me, so it just kind of didn't all make sense. Okay, let's put that autopilot on again. No, there we go. Bring the speed up, we'll leave it at flaps 5. turn the gear off. Yeah, it's looking really nice. Should get a nice sunset when we turn around. So hopefully you can hear my microphone properly on this. And then from then on, when I'm talking to air traffic control, you can actually hear what I'm saying. Okay, let's start that right turn. So a nice sunset over there. Turn and have a look at that in just a moment. Okay, let's go downwind now. Going to keep this pattern relatively tight. So for the plane spotters among us, you'll know that this aircraft isn't in service anymore. In fact, this is a 300 series, and I think BA only did 400 series. I might be wrong, but yeah, they used to operate them out of Gatwick, but they've all now been replaced with Airbuses, A320s and 21s, which is a shame, but this is quite an odd aircraft. First released in 1984. The 300 variant, and then the 400 variant in 1985, which is 31 years ago, and I know that because that's how old I am. Wow, that looks really cool down that valley there. Whoops. Says Leeds there. Tell you what, might try this from the first officer's seat, why not? So this is pretty cool. This comes with IXEG, it's all built in. You literally just press that, bang. You're now the first officer. Just going to set the ILS on my side as well. Okay, so that FI-14, that's the fine approach fix, and need to be at 3,000 feet at that point, which we're at now, so we can stay at this altitude and then just bring it round as soon as we're abeam. Nearly there. Okay, let's start to bring it around now. So yeah, these ground textures, I mean, close up they don't look particularly great, but like I say earlier, you know, as virtual pilots, we probably don't, unless you're a VFR flyer, flying a Cessna or something where you're kind of relying on visual reference points. If you're flying these sort of aircraft, you're spending most of your time up in the clouds and you're not really going to see this from high up. This looks great. Right, we're going to overshoot again, I think. Let's bring it round. We'll start configuring now, I think. So gear down, flaps 15, bring that speed back 160. There's the field there, yeah, really close. In fact, let's do this manually. Flight director off, why not? Flaps 30. It's a really nice aircraft to hand fly, this one. But it can catch you out, you need to be quite careful. Especially when you're coming on the approach. If the N1 drops below a certain figure, it does take a while for them to come up to speed again. And if you get a sink rate warning, even if you push the throttles full forward, there is a lag. Okay, so we're a bit high at the moment, just letting the speed bleed off. That's good. Speed's great, just need to lose some height now, so let's take the speed, the throttle back and just push the nose down. There we go. Bring the power back. Should probably do a landing checklist, but
1,000.
I'm happy with where we are. Bit high again. It's fine though, we're visual with the runway. Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we go. Welcome to Leeds Bradford, where the local time is about 9:30 at night. Let's take it back to the gate. So yeah, if you fly X-Plane, this is a really, really, really nice aircraft. I've not flown anything else in X-Plane actually. I bought the simulator and bought IXEG the same day, installed it and haven't used anything since. Certainly if you're looking for a realistic airliner, this is definitely worth considering, and if you're of course prepared or FSX, you can't go wrong with the PMDG stuff. I love them all. Let's find a gate, park up, and I can show you this jar design ground handling, which is pretty cool. Let's park it down the end. $13 sounds good, unlucky for some. Probably awful parking, but let's have a look. No, it's not too. No, that's pretty bad. That's cool. Love that as well. In fact, I'm doing this the wrong way around. And that's it. Cool. Open the window, why not? Let some air in. So I've got some plugins here, ground handling, and then go. I could do drive up all, but I'm going to show you control panel first. So if we go outside, put the chocks in, put the cones out, call the baggage loaders, and bring the stairs up as well. And a van, why not? And a ground power unit. And whilst we're there, do the shutdown checklist. So fuel pumps off, bar that one which is for the APU. Pitot heat is off, hydraulic panels set, flaps are up, no lights. Parking brake is set, engine start leaves are cut off, weather radar is off, and the tech log we shall leave for another day. So hope you enjoyed that flight. That was quite enjoyable. Just a little bit of flying, bit of fun. Be back soon with another live stream. In the meantime, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. And you know, maybe suggest some places for me to fly. So currently at Leeds Bradford, where should I fly next? Or if there's a route you want me to do, you know, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time on the Virtual Airline Pilot channel. See ya.